Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to The It Factor, blessing the airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the Sbtv Nation.
All right, it's your boys in the house. The dream is here with my man, the Mad Hatter. It is Sunday, gang. It is the NFL. It is a ugly, nasty card. And for those of you that like home team dogs, got a lot on the plate today.
Oh, big time, Dream. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Happy Week 11, player.
What's going on, boy?
What's that?
What's going on?
Oh, man, not too much. Just kind of doing some jumping jacks here, some push-ups, kid. I'm very excited about what went down in collegiate football yesterday, kid. I crushed. Dude, this whole week I've murdered it, bro. The whole week.
I had a great week. I mean, I did very well on Thursday. I did Monday night was good. Thursday was great. Yesterday was a little disappointing with me. I did a couple of things that I typically don't do and didn't have some luck with. I tried to get West Virginia to work. That didn't work. And then I knew West Virginia to take Texas in the first half. Didn't do that. Just played around with some stuff that I knew better than and still got caught out. So yesterday was not a good day for me.
Oh, definitely. Well, you know what? Big ups to the Ragin' Cajuns, man. Home team underdog on prime time. Kid murdered that at a plus 170 yesterday. Also hit Kansas State over Oklahoma State yesterday. Been doing like a lot of like halves, quarters, stuff like that. I actually got them plus 4.5 for the first quarter, and I knew it was going to be a tight game, and I just said to myself, you know what? Let me take a shot. And sure enough, I hit that. Dude, it was just a great day for me yesterday, and it all, I really went nuts on Pittsburgh and Big Ben on Thursday night, because that Titans team is just like the Jags, bro. I get the same feeling. You know what I mean? At Pittsburgh, you get Big Ben on prime time in Heinz Field. Chances are you're going to get a good production out of them, and sure enough, we did.
We slow down though for a minute with Big Ben though, because Big Ben and them still getting beat in the playoffs.
Oh, of course, yeah, we know that.
Because they still got some issues with that. I don't know, man. Listen. That team, we've talked about it 100 times. That team's got so much potential, so much talent, but they come out and they've got like that chip on their shoulder of we could just play around all game long and then turn it on when we want. And that's going to bite them in the face later on down the road. Offensively, it's like they don't know their identity. Defensively, they're okay, not great. They don't blow you away with their defense. Okay, sometimes a little bit better than other times, but just mostly okay. But offensively, it's like 1 minute they're dope, the next minute they're Cleveland.
Yeah, right.
No?
They're very inconsistent, just like the Ravens are. But obviously they're winning a lot more than the Baltimore Ravens. But
they got way more talent than the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm 100% agreed on that. There are a lot of things that you see with this team, a lot of flaws. But like you said, what says Sermon is saying Titans and Jags are better than the Finns. I agree with you. Big time. And Terrence Mack is out there, Vegas girl, listening all the way from Vegas. She said she got to recover from yesterday. Wow. Damn, a lot of people got beat up, man.
It's a bad day. I don't know why. I had a bad day. I don't know about I don't know why everybody else did, but I was in the midst of a good day. The problem was I had a couple of parlays, and I had that one team in multiple team parlays. Oh. And I always say 2 to 3 teams is the most. Once you get over 3 teams, it starts getting shaky. And, of course, I went and did it.
Oh.
figuring that I could still get away with it.
What?
They couldn't, but
Damn. Nasty Iowa, huh?
I do need to talk to you about. I do want to talk about Miami.
Yeah, they always manage to win. I know.
Not the Dolphins. I'm talking about the Hurricanes.
I know.
Listen, this team is number 3 in the country right now.
Yep.
And let me look at their schedule because it looks like I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Well, they got to win the ACC. I believe that. If you got them versus Clemson, then you're looking at a playing game clearly. As long as these teams continue to win, moving forward here. So, somebody from the ACC is going to get in, provided that these teams finish the rest of their games and win. You know what I mean?
I do not think that this Miami team is good. I'm sorry. I am so and I didn't bet against them yesterday. I actually had them yesterday. Okay, because I did expect that they were going to beat Virginia, which they struggled with Virginia.
Big time.
They never really got ahead in that game to the fourth quarter. But I think this team is that good.
Well, I got news for you here. I know that they the next games they should win, but both teams go on the road next week, Dream. Clemson's got to go to South Carolina. Miami's got it.
Clemson should kill South
Yeah, they
Carolina.
should, but they also went into Syracuse and got beat. Right, just putting it out there.
South Carolina is possibly worse than Syracuse.
Okay, all right. And then, Miami's got to go to Pittsburgh. Dude, nothing's for sure here, man. Nothing.
I see Miami beating Pittsburgh. I see Clemson beating South Carolina pretty easily in both situations. The question will be when they square off each other, and I definitely like Clemson more than Miami.
Yeah, I guess so.
So now my question to you is, what happens then? Clemson beats Miami. Now what?
Miami's out.
Miami's out
because don't forget, you got an undefeated Wisconsin team who handled Harbizzle yesterday.
That doesn't mean anything.
my boy is having problems in Michigan, man. He's just having a hard time winning there.
Learn how to get a quarterback. Stop trying. Everybody.
I know. They want to make this defense unstoppable, but their quarterbacks have been brutal. It's like Florida.
Everybody's trying to beat Bama.
Yeah, right.
Subpar quarterback in adult defense. Your defense when you're out in the field for 4 hours.
Yeah, right. Very tough.
Especially in college football, because the clock stops after every first down. You're out on the field for 4 hours. You are going to give up points.
No doubt. Dream, I think it's time to jump right into the NFL. What do you say?
I'm with it.
All right. So let's get right into it, guys. NFL Sunday, Week 11 already. So I'm just going to put this out there that that we jump on Week 17. And, there's already a matchup that I've circled, provided that the Philadelphia Eagles continue their winning ways. Dream, they're already posting lines for Week 17, Dallas versus Philly. So if Philadelphia clinches the number 1 seed, the minute that happens, you got to pound Dallas. You have to pound Dallas. Dallas is a 4.5-point underdog in that game right now. Dallas will end up being, if Philly rests everybody, they'll end up being a 9-point favorite by the end. So just putting it out there, guys, that might be something that, these books get really greedy, and I think we could exploit the books on that big time. So that's something to take a look at, guys. Good morning to everybody, Sbtv Nation. We are live on Twitter right now and looking forward to kicking off Week 11 of the NFL. Dream, I'm ready. Let's do it. All right, so.
I'm glad you're ready. The card is absolutely disgusting.
The card is disgusting. What?
I can't wait to hear what you're so ready about.
Kid, dude, I got one that's going to be an ugly game, and I'm feeling a side. And I slid you a little text last night about it. So let's get right into it.
Trust me, I'm like looking at my phone like this dude. Like, really? I'm in the middle of losing.
I got two plays here.
Here you come with some text about the Dolphins.
I got two nasty plays today. All right, so first game on the ticket, we're looking at the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. Bears are 3-6. Lions are 5-4. Detroit -3 on the road. Under over a 45.5. Dream, Matthew Stafford having a pretty damn good year. I've always been a big fan of him. I don't like the matchup. I don't like interdivision, especially on the road. Dome team playing on grass. Elements. It's 30 degrees. It's not terrible weather at all. We don't really have any rain in the forecast. What's your thoughts here?
My thoughts are, so Stafford's mad dysfunctional. Well, the Lions are mad dysfunctional. Stafford's always giving you a great quality product as far as his gameplay is concerned. The rest of the Detroit Lions are what's in question and what they're coming to bring to the table. Will Abdullah run the ball without fumbling?
Yep.
Golden Tate be able to make more than 2 spectacular catches down the field? Because I don't know. It's feast or famine with this team as far as the other players are concerned. You do get a constant product out of Matthew Stafford from the quarterback position. I just think the other guys around him are very inconsistent. That being said, this is one of those games that I talk about all the time. A team in a situation that they're much better than the other team. They are in a situation where they need to win because they're 5-4 game, especially right now with the landscape of the NFC. I like Detroit, but it's just killing me to pull the trigger on this game because this is one of those games where Detroit should win. Detroit should probably win easily, but at 3:45, Chicago the score will probably be 10-7.
Yeah, right. Well,
Chicago driving.
Well, you're setting yourself up for a stomachache if you're going to bet this game. And I'm going to tell you why. The last 4 matchups in this series have been decided by 4 points or less. The last 2 were decided by a field goal. So, you're probably going to get the same thing here. You're probably going to get some pretty decent defense out of the Bears, maybe playing some inspired football. Bears aren't terrible at home, but, when I look at this game, I can't get involved in this. There's just no way, dude. I'm going to fall back from this. I don't like it. I mean, you got a Bears team that beat Carolina, who Gruden's got winning the NFC this year. Bears can win this game, bro. I'm not getting anywhere near this.
Yeah, and I disagree. I don't think that the Bears can win this game.
No.
When you look at the Detroit Lions, they are definitely hands down. And I'm always into betting the better team. I talk about that all the time. If you were taking the Bears, it is just about the underdog thing at home. So go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. No way.
Talent-wise, you're dealing with Matthew Stafford. I mean, every position, look at Detroit and compare it to the Bears. Detroit's better. I get it. All right.
Position. So, yep.
I like Detroit in this. I think if you get rid of the points, you're going to be all set. I would not play around with the 3.5. Definitely, if you're going to tease it, parlay it, or whatever, get rid of the points. If you get it to a money line, great. If you can get Detroit -2.5, bet good. And if you can get Detroit plus some points, maybe even better. But I see Detroit winning.
Well, if you go, if you do a 7-point teaser, you're looking at +4. So that's probably not such a bad deal after all. But I don't think I'm going to get involved in it.
I don't think it is.
All right.
And one more thing, I had a lot of faith. I had some faith in this Chicago Bear team. Some faith, I say. And last week, they I thought that they would probably be formidable against the Packers, and they lose to the Packers.
Yeah, right. Well, you know what? They had no quarterback. I don't care about Hundley or not. You have no Bears have no business giving Green Bay any points. We talked about that. All right, so next game on the ticket, we got the Jacksonville Jags, who are 6-3, 3-1 away, versus the Cleve Browns, who are 0-9. Jacksonville -7.5, under/over of 37. Dream, you are gonna hate this.
I'm not.
I think Cleveland might be able to get our first win today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do hate it.
Kid, I am not a fan of this Jags team. Guys, they're 6-3. I get it. I know they've won games. But the Jags do nothing for me. I'm sorry. I could see this game being neck and neck and a pain in the ass like Cleveland was to Detroit last week. And I think, now that the Niners won, Cleveland could afford a win and still get a number 1 pick here, Dream. I think I could get the 7.5 today, brother.
You could go get it. The Jags do nothing for me either, but Cleve definitely doesn't nothing for me. I love you threw out the Jags record as that was going to scare me.
I know.
Cleveland is 0-9.
Cleveland is 0-9. I know everybody's throwing up in their mouth listening to me listen to me say that, but they haven't played each other in a while, so it's not like these teams really know each other all that well. When I take a look at it here, Cleveland doesn't average many points. I mean, it's 15.9 per game, and they allow a lot. But dude, the Jags are. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not sold on the Jags. I'm not sold on the Jags. Not sold on the Texans. I'm sorry. The Titans rather. Not sold on.
I'm not a Jag fan at all, but. The Jags are another team, and it's another situation where, had the Jags had, I don't know, if they were, 7-2, then I'd say, okay, yeah, they're going to go in Cleveland and lay an egg because why do they need to win? You know what I mean? And the Jags just aren't of that caliber to go in and lay an egg against a bad team like Cleveland. And I know the Jags, when you think about them, are not that much better, but they're still not as dysfunctional as the Cleveland Browns.
I agree on that.
Cleveland Browns only averaging 15 points a game, on 329 yards on the ground. It's just, I think Fournette, if he plays and if he's healthy, which I do expect him to play today. I know he's questionable, but I do think Fournette's going to play. I think he'll be able to have some success running the ball against Cleve. I also think it's going to be a low-scoring game, so you might want to look at the unders guys as well. Mm-hmm. But I think that the Jags will give you just enough offense to beat the Browns in this situation. Jags make a ton of mistakes. Expect them to be a little bit more careful. Like I said, this game is a real stinker. If you got to watch it, I feel bad for you. But I do think the Jags can win the game. I'm not playing it, and the Jags have no business.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They have no business giving that amount of points, especially on the road. And Cleveland's, their rush defense is not that bad, dude. They only give up 86 yards a game. So something to take a look at. If they do shut down the running game, you're gonna have to put this on the back of Blake Bortles, who I'm not a fan of. That's all I'm saying, and that's where I'm at with this game. Next one on the ticket, brother. We've got the Ravens versus the Packers. 4-5 Ravens, 5-4 Packers. Baltimore -2, under over of 38 points. Wow, Dream, where you at with this?
I am at, which I hate. Baltimore Ravens.
You're on. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I hate it because but the thing is I have no confidence and belief in backup quarterbacks, especially in the NFL right now. And once again, you got a backup quarterback situation. I know the Packers won last week against a rookie quarterback, so technically almost the same kind of thing.
True.
Backups and rookies are just not going with, and I'm not dealing with. Flacco is a serviceable quarterback. I do hate the Ravens. I can't stand this Ravens team. I don't like them, but I watched the Packers. I know they got a little bit better last week. I watched them against Detroit. Detroit came into Green Bay on Monday night and beat the Packers. I think that the Ravens are going to have some success against the Packers. Ravens still have a formidable defense. They play good defensively. They also a little bit of success through the air with Flacco and his arm throwing to his receivers. I don't like Green Bay's defense anymore. I feel like it's fallen off, especially in the secondary. They don't give you a lot in the pass rush department either, which will give Flacco some time to get the ball down the field. I hate it, guys, but I do like the Baltimore Ravens today.
I mean, Green Bay allows almost 260 yards per game through the air. So Flacco sucks, though, man. Come on.
I know.
He sucks.
Listen, I know, but he's going to beat Green Bay because paying attention, even the worst quarterbacks, but the most serviceable, experienced quarterbacks are still beating the rookies or beating the backups. Yeah, okay. So
experience.
You got to go with Flacco in this situation.
Right. So I hate the game and have no opinion whatsoever on it. My man Shane Whitehead is asking about fantasy football. The contest will return next week, brother. we'll be ready and geared up for it. And I came in Dream like a half a point away from second place last week, man. Oh, I was so mad. I was like so close to the second place to getting in the money, but didn't. I don't know where you finished. Were you near the bottom as usual?
I think I was like 9 or somewhere like that.
Son, how do you not even get in the top half ever?
The week before.
Yeah, right. Sure.
It was.
The lies of the dream. All right.
I was in the top half the week before. What are you talking about? I was 3.
Son, don't lie on the show. Don't.
That's
The
week before I was 3.
You sound like a capper, son.
Oh, stop it.
That's capperish. All right. Next game on the ticket, we've got the Battle of Florida. This was supposed to be week 1. It got postponed due to the hurricanes, and it is at 1 o'clock, so neither of these teams have a bye week this week or the rest of their season because they are playing straight through because they had a canceled game on week 1. Got Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 3-6, 0-4 away versus the 4-5 Dolphins. Tampa Bay is actually favored -1, under over of 43 points. Dream, the Dolphins are going to be victorious today. They're going to win this game.
Disagreement with you.
They're going to win the game. I hate Cuddles. I can't stand Jay Cutler. And it pains me to have him as my Dolphins quarterback. But the Dolphins are going to win. And Tampa Bay is, dude, they're terrible, especially without Winston.
Tampa Bay's terrible with Winston.
I know.
Oh, I mean, I don't tell me about without Winston.
I heard something going on with an Uber driver or something like that, but we're not going to get into that with Winston. So,
I mean, my thing is, I heard about the Uber thing too, and when I hear about it, I'm like, what's Jameis doing taking an Uber? That's the first thing I have to ask myself. Yeah. I do know that he couldn't catch a ride from any of the players on the team, but I don't understand why he's taking an Uber.
Yeah, good point.
I don't disagree with you. I'm gonna go home team with you on this one, and I'm gonna follow. The one thing I did notice about the Dolphins, they have had some success moving the ball down the field. You know, can you explain the Ajayi trade?
No, I not at all. I have no idea. I have no rhyme or reason for that trade whatsoever. I don't get it. I think that was a terrible.
In the locker room, team didn't get along. Was any of that?
I didn't read anything. I didn't read of any dysfunctionality at all there. I don't know. I thought they loved him.
I heard a little bit of an attitude issue with him. That maybe he had an attitude and he didn't get along with some of the. I don't know, some of the coaching staff. I didn't hear anything about the players, but I heard about him having some issues with some of the coaching staff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't hear none of that at all. So, but I could tell you. So, I mean, Cutler will beat Fitzy this week. And, Fitzy was victorious for me last week. But it was versus the New York Jets. Now they're going on the road. The Dolphins win this game. They're going to play inspired football and get the job done. It's going to be nasty, okay?
Inspired football. Inspired by what?
Inspired by the fact that they haven't won in forever. How about that? They've lost 3 games in a row. It's time to shine and get it done. Dolphins win. And you know what? I mean, with the exception of the Baltimore game, I mean, they have been putting up a few points, a couple of touchdowns a game at least. I'm taking them. That's where I'm at.
I agree with you.
All right.
I agree with you. I'm going to go with you on this. I think I'm struggling adding it to my mix today. Well, I'm thinking about adding it to my mix. I agree with you. I think as bad as the Dolphins are, they are not in Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in, and I say conundrum. I also think, dude, the defense still has to play. They let Killer murder them.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. They let Flacco murder him.
Murder them.
Kid, they let Flacco murder him. You know what I'm saying?
Where is the pass rush this season? You know, the Dolphins in years past, you at least could hang your hat that the defense was formidable.
Yep.
Where is the defense this season?
I don't know, man. I mean, they've got a really nice front four too. I just can't figure it out. But we're gonna go with the Dolphins today, guys. And if it kind of makes you a little nervous, you could always add it into a teaser and get +8 as well.
Get +8.
Yeah.
If you gotta play it Dolphins.
The +8 would be dope.
+8, and you should be. Matter of fact, I almost want to say +8 either way. You're probably more successful, but I would definitely go the Dolphin way than the Buccaneers way.
DJ 100 grand saying he feels Tampa Bay. Well, I wish I could wish you luck on that, but I'm not.
DJ 100 grand, you need to get out the crying towel, because we'll talk to you a little bit later, because you're going to be upset about what's going to go down today for you.
Okay. Next game on the ticket, actually a really good game here in the NFC. You got the LA Rams versus the Minnesota Vikings. Both teams 7-2. Rams are 4-0 on the road. Vikings 4-1 at home. Minnesota -2. Under over a 45. A potential playoff matchup here. Dream, the Rams have been great, man. It's still the Rams, but and it's still the Vikings. I mean, are these two front runners here for the NFC?
So I believe in the Vikings and the Rams.
Okay.
And don't ask me really why. Maybe because I know that the Rams have won. I feel the Rams have benefited from a very soft schedule, and everybody's got a soft schedule because I only think there's like 4 good teams in the NFL anyway. So basically, it's a soft schedule period for every team. But when I look at the Rams, other teams I can see moments of success. I can see very extremely talented players, like in the Pittsburgh Steelers situation, of extremely athletic players. You know, I can see really good defenses on some teams, like what I see out of Minnesota. You know, there's certain things that you see to me that say to me, you know, this team is good. I got to pull it back. I just still can't seem to call that for the Rams, even though I've had success betting the Rams. I bet the Rams last week and won. You know, and the Rams, but I just, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I just don't think the Rams are still that good of a team. I think that they don't make mistakes, which is dope, because that's going to help you a lot. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They've played a really soft schedule. They've capitalized against playing against some really bad teams, and I think that's why they've won. What's your thoughts?
I don't know so much. I mean, the bad teams, both teams haven't really played anybody too difficult. I mean, with the exception of Minnesota playing Pittsburgh. The Rams went to Dallas and won with Zeke. So you got to give them some credit there, Dream. They did lose to Seattle. But, you're right, though. Giants, Cardinals, Colts, Niners. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a very difficult schedule for them. Moving forward here, I think I really, really enjoy watching the Rams play because they put up a lot of points. And it's nice to see these young quarterbacks, being like, Wentz and Goff and all that do really well. But in this game here, I think this game can be lower scoring than everybody thinks. You're putting a total here of 45 points when you got two defenses that only let up 18 points a game. This game may be a little bit of a chess match for a while, maybe blown open in the second half. I'm not getting involved in it, but I will be watching it. That's for sure. I'm just going to go. Goff's
been a formidable quarterback, 2,000 yards, through the air. I don't expect him to have that kind of success against the Vikings in their house. I think it's very important that the Vikings had this game at home. I don't expect the Rams to have a lot of success throwing the ball against the Viking defense that I think is a very good defense, by the way. Yep. I think the Vikings defense is really pretty good. Matter of fact, I think the Vikings defense is one of the better defenses in the NFL.
Guys, if you want me to get the fantasy football contest up, just send me a message, and I'll see if I can put something together if we get enough players. Because I'm getting everybody's kind of fiending for this here. And Fast Eddie, the one in the red that you sent is fantastic. I don't know if that's the same girl or not, but wow. Unbelievable what he just sent me, man. So big ups to everybody that sends us pictures of beautiful women each and every week. Freaky Sunday, Dream. Freaky Sunday.
I see it. You like that one in the red?
Dude, kid, fantastic. I know it's not the size that we normally go for, but kid, that's outstanding. I think that's flawless right there. And I don't even think that's photoshopped at all. I think that's the real deal. All right. Just everybody's talking crap to me. Shane Whitehead is asking if I'm scared about fantasy football. Wow. Wow. I know the Dream is scared because he finishes dead last all the time, but not me.
Because I'm more interested in winning plays. Meanwhile, you're sweating a field goal for first score.
Yeah. Son, if I send you some pictures, you'll be like shaking your head like, oh my God, I can't believe he took that. Crazy.
No, I could believe you took it.
But yeah, because I'm just gonna put this out there, dude. There's propositions. I'm just gonna. This proposition lost the other night, but you got just off subject for a minute, guys. When you got a team in basketball to score first, and you want to give me like plus 130, plus 135. A hockey face-off to win a face-off plus 140. Like, dude, how do you not take those? I feel it's a 50-50. And the situation that lost, I had the Cleveland Cavs plus 130 to score first versus the Clippers, right? So I put the play in, and I'm like, perfect. My boy gets fouled. First play, right? So I'm like, oh, he's just got to make a free throw, and I win plus 130. He missed both free throws, and I lost. How awful is that, dude?
Throws have been dusty this season. I don't know what's up with that, but they have been dusty this season. So yeah, guys, I'm not involved in this game, right. But Vikings are home. You got to win your games at home. Okay, they're 4-1 at home. I know the Rams are 4-0 on the road. I get it, and I get why some people like the Rams. And if you believe in the Rams, hey, fire off.
Yeah,
it's just I'm still not believing in the Rams. I still think that the Rams – I don't think you're going to see the true Rams into the playoffs. I think the Rams are going to get smoke showed in the playoffs by somebody.
Yeah, like dumb Seattle or something.
Like a kissing cuz or somebody. Even though we got a lot to get kissing cuz in the playoffs, but a team that you think you're going to go, oh, no, the Rams got this. There's going to be some crazy spread, like 10 to 8 points, and they're going to win on the field. That's just my feel about it.
You know who's going to murder the Rams? Killer Cam.
Killer Cam, yeah, or somebody. Yeah, dude, absolutely. I could absolutely see. Dude, wait a minute. Speaking of Killer Cam, I've got to talk about John Gruden. I know you guys, there's some people out there swear John Gruden's going to Tennessee. Listen, Gruden, the last thing Gruden really, I think personally, the last thing Gruden wants to do is coach again. But every year we hear Gruden's going to be the head coach, Cowher's going to come out and be the head coach. Everybody said, these guys have been removed from the game for umpteen amount of years. Okay, they don't even have. First of all, especially to go coach a college team, you do need to have a formidable coaching staff that you could run and say, okay, I'm going to pick up this guy, that guy, the other guy, because you can't just roll in there by yourself dolo and say, I'm going to make this team or this program dope. Yeah, you haven't coached an umpteen amount of years. The guy makes $7 million. All right, just sitting around and not having an opinion on a team on the air live with broadcasting. Then his endorsements, he's got the Corona deal, a couple other deals that he does. He's having a ball right now. Why would you want the pressure of going? And I know he has Tennessee ties, a house in Tennessee, got his first job with the Tennessee Vols. I hear all that. It doesn't mean he wants to go back and coach Tennessee Volunteers, who, by the way, need a lot more than John Gruden. And why would you want Gruden? Gruden said Jameis Winston was going to be the MVP of the league this year.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and then, okay, so now Killer Cam is dope according to Gruden because he beat the Dolphins Monday night. I'm like, you got to be kidding me with this guy. Cam's been absolutely dreadful this season. He beats the Dolphins Monday night, and he's back.
He's back. Exactly. So I hear you, Dream. You know what?
Anyway, that's my tirade about that. Let's get on to the next game, which I think is very interesting. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
All right. So next game we got on the ticket here, I'm pulling it up right now. Just give me 1 second, is the Washington Redskins kissing cousins versus who I think this team is fantastic this year. And this is the New Orleans Saints. Saints minus 9.5, under over of 52.5. Drew Brees really got a good thing going there, and he's finally got the defense behind him. I think, dude, honestly, this team right here is one of my front runners to possibly make it to the Super Bowl. I love the Saints this year. Tell me your thoughts here. I don't know about the 9.5. Kiss and Cuz can, especially in the dome on the turf, I think they could do some damage and do like a backdoor cover here. I like the Saints to win, but I don't know about this 9.5. What's your thoughts?
Oh, when I look at the Saints, I say Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Chicago, Green Bay without Rodgers, and Detroit. And I say booty,
Okay.
booty, and booty.
But they're still winning and winning
But they're
handily.
still winning.
And winning big.
I'll give you that. You guys know I'm not an underdog guy. Because, like I said, I try to bet the best team. But in this situation, this is another team, and maybe it's because I got a bad taste in my mouth from all the years that the Saints were supposed to be dope and always were not. And I hear you, their defense has been playing better, but for some reason, I don't believe that the Saints defense is as good as they look on paper right now. I see that they still give up 330 yards, which seems to be almost around the norm in the NFL with subpar teams. I know that the Redskins are a mess with their offensive line. I do know that. But for some reason, this Redskin team seems to be able to go on the road, have a little success. And I point to Seattle, where the Redskins beat the Seattle Seahawks. For some reason, that game keeps coming to mind to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. This game is so tricky to me. I think the Redskins with the points, and I rarely bet this way. I think the Redskins with the points is the way to go. And I rarely gamble like this. This to me is typical Twitter gambling, typical underdog player guys gambling, where you take the dog, you close your eyes, you cross your fingers, take those points.
Yep.
I think you do it in this case. And in fact, I think you might want to buy it up. You should just put a point on it, buy it up to 10.5. If you put it in a teaser, I think you're golden. But I think that you want to take the Redskins in this particular matchup. Don't ask me why.
I'm sorry. Listen, I know it's Buffalo and all, but Dream, Buffalo's not an easy place to play, and they killed Buffalo.
It's got no offense, though.
But still, they got a Dream. They're one of the best defenses in the NFL, kid. I mean, come on. Breezy, dude, on the grass, Breezy murdered them. I'm just saying, listen, this Saints team is a problem. I'm telling you.
On the field for an elongated amount of time, you're going to give up points, and that's the case. I'm with you. I think that is an impressive win for the Saints, because I was on the fence with the Saints beating Buffalo in Buffalo, but I know Buffalo's got a nasty, horrible offense. But Kiss and Cuz can move that offense
I know.
on anybody.
I know. Well, I mean, it's too. They started right out the gate with Buff, though. I mean, and I think, did they cover the over themselves?
They did 47 points. It wasn't impressive win against Buffalo. And Tyrod caught the bench. Okay?
Tyrod caught the bench. Exactly.
Tyrod caught the bench. It's Breezy.
That's your boy,
Breezy
Tyrod.
benched him. When they asked Tyrod, why did you get benched? He says Breezy.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Not the coaching staff of Buffalo. Also, the Jets did help to get your ass on the bench, too.
Yes.
Because I would have been contemplating putting you on the bench after you, or firing you.
Yeah, right. All right, next game on the ticket here, and dude, this is ugly, and I don't know if I can do this or not, but you got the New York Football Giants plus 10 points versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are 6-3, under over a 45. Dream, I know the Giants suck, but do the Chiefs have any business giving 10 on the road to anyone?
Yes.
They do.
got
You do.
business giving 10 to the Giants.
You think so, huh?
The Giants? Yeah, I do.
All right. So you're gonna lay. You would lay to 10 points in this spot.
I almost want to. Yeah.
Wow.
The Giants are freaking awful.
Yeah, the Giants do suck.
Listen, the Niners stink. Okay, but the Giants are awful.
I know.
The Chiefs can't beat the Giants by 10 to 11 points. The Giants may be the worst. I know Cleveland's got the no-win record, but I honestly think the Giants are worse than Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, they're all banged up, obviously. And Kansas City's a pretty decent team. I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender. I think they'll make the playoffs and possibly win a game. I don't know. You know what? The Giants have just. I've taken the Giants this year in the past and gotten punched in the face with them. I can't do it. I'm not even gonna embarrass myself and lean a certain way. I'm just gonna stay away. I just don't. I just don't know about 10 points here.
I gotta stop you for a minute because you're being dysfunctional with me for a minute here.
Wow.
Because 7-2 Saints, you're loving is dope.
Yes.
6-3 Chiefs with a better I can't go proving better defense this season. Because the one thing about Kansas City that I have scratched my head is I don't know what they've been doing defensively this season. It seemed like their defense fell off a lot. I know they lost a couple of guys, but their defense has not been a strong point for them this year. And they've more utilized Alex Smith. And I know you and I don't love Alex Smith, but Alex Smith has had a good season this year. He's played very well.
Phenomenal. 18 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he had no picks up until like last week.
He has been phenomenal on the offensive side. But my thing is, to me, the Kansas City Chiefs have a better body of work and resume over the last 2 seasons, along with this season, than the Saints have. Because the Saints are like come out of nowhere and all of a sudden be good, and the team that has been kind of bad historically over the last couple of seasons. So, but you love the Saints, but you don't really care for the Chiefs. Because if you ask me, the Chiefs are still. I mean, who's better? Okay, we're gonna give the Patriots the nod in the AFC. The AFC though, who's a lot better than the Chiefs?
You might give it to Pittsburgh.
I am not taking the Pittsburgh Steelers over the even though I know they beat the Chiefs. I'm not. All right.
Well, you know what? We'll see where it all lands. But I really have a feeling you're going to see the Saints in the Super Bowl this year, man.
Let me ask you a question. The Saints, the Super Stop hat. Okay, let me ask you a question.
You had the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, son, so you can't even talk.
Because it's something that the Cowboys can do, which they can't do right now. But hold on. The Saints, who do you like better? The Saints or Carolina?
Saints.
Philly.
Yeah, because the Saints could score at will.
I feel like Carolina is capable of beating the Saints.
No way.
Okay.
No way. All right, let's move on, man. Let's go into. Oh my God, this game is. These next couple of games are really nasty, guys. So, Dream, the 4 o'clocks are brutal. Oh my. Except for the Patriot game, I think. All right, Cardinals, Texans. Houston -2.5. No Deshaun Watson. No Carson Palmer. You got a couple of backup quarterbacks here. Drew Stanton.
This might make the game, better.
Yeah, right. Houston -2.5. Under over 37.5, dude. I don't like this game at all. I'm passing on it. Trying to make it better.
Come on.
Nasty game. No way.
Come on, dude.
No way. What would you like to know about this game other than I'm not playing it? Because I'm not playing it and I'm not watching it.
Get yourself some true Stanton, player.
Get some Stanton. Let's go. Wow.
I'm not involved in this game either. Under.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it here, I mean, both. I don't know about that, Dream. Both teams give up a ton of points. Houston gives up 26.8 points per game. Arizona almost 25. Under, forget it. No way. Even with the backup quarterbacks, it's too low.
I still like the under a little bit because I think both teams gives up a lot of points, but they give them up because they played some offenses that could put up some points, but not really, though.
Yeah, no, forget it. Staying away from it. All right. Next game on the ticket, boys and girls, we have the Bills coming off the beat down by the Saints versus the Chargers. And your boy, Phillip Rivers. Chargers 3-6, Bills 5-4. Bills trying for the wild card, believe it or not. Chargers dream -6.5. A 3-6 team versus a winning team giving 6.5 doesn't make any sense to me. Under over a 41. Chargers got no business giving that point spread.
Hey, so luckily we can manipulate it.
Okay. Right on.
They got no business, so you have business in doing something with it. I've got no confidence at all in the Bills.
Okay. Tyrod? We going to get Tyrod there?
No.
No, okay.
No.
But you can't take the Chargers.
I mean, I'm not going to play this game, but if I was going to play this game, I would take the Chargers.
God help you guys if you lose at 1 o'clock. You got to pick from these 4 o'clocks. Wow.
Because I got the 4 o'clock for you.
You got the 4 o'clock for me?
I do.
Oh, man. Well, I'm pretty interested to hear what you got to say here because I'm going to move on to it right now. I'm going to hate it. All right, well, 2 more games at 4 o'clock. Got the Bengals Broncos. Denver -2.5.
Boom.
With the Super Bowl champion Brock Osweiler as their quarterback. Denver -2.5, under over of 38. Please don't tell me you're going to take Brock Osweiler.
Did you just say Super Bowl and put Brock Osweiler?
He's a Super Bowl champion.
He didn't go.
Son, Os has a ring.
I know, but he wasn't the quarterback.
I know. I just think that's hilarious. He's a Super Bowl champion. The Osweiler.
I know, and guess what? I don't know if you've seen the Bengals lately with your offense.
Yeah, the Red Rockets been brutal. I know.
It's horrible. And the Broncos, if they need to win a game in the worst way, 3-6, 3-2 at home, guys, I know you're gonna hate this. I like the Denver Broncos to beat Cincinnati today. They absolutely have to win. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to tell Brock, listen, go out there and hand the ball off. All right? Just hand the ball off, okay? And just don't throw. We don't want to see you looking stupid. And then they're going to say, run the ball when you drop back for a pass. If nobody's open within the first 2 seconds, just run, okay? Get us the first down. Keep it close. And our defense will win the game for us. And you're probably asking Von Miller to, hey, score a touchdown. Okay, Zach Dalton get the ball. Zach Dalton get the ball and score a touchdown. And I don't necessarily think that ideology won't come to fruition. I got the Broncos winning a very nasty game. End of this game might be 7-3 Broncos, but I definitely think the Broncos can win this game. I like Denver to win this game today at home. I think they beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati's awful offense. Broncos defense, I know it's not been fantastic this season, but they still have a very good defense. If they can dumb down Osweiler and this Bronco team, I think that the Broncos win this game.
You might be on to something there.
I like the Broncos.
You might be on to something. I can't do it, dude. I can't. I'm involved in the nastiest 1 o'clock game, so I don't even know if I could if I could put that money into 4 o'clock. All right.
But if you guys get teased, all right, and I'm not doing this, I'm not recommending this as a play. I'll give you my play at the end of this. But if you're able to tease, in my opinion, take the 7-point or even a 10-point, and you can get the Chargers at 4 o'clock, the Broncos. I'm going to give you your last piece to the puzzle. All
right. So next game on the ticket, we've got the New England Patriots, who are 7-2 versus the 4-5 Raiders. New England -7, under over 54.5. I'm sorry, I did see some 6.5s. I did see some 7.5s, guys. So if you're going to bet this game, please make sure you shop your lines. Jamie, I think the Patriots can handle the business and beat the Raiders, but I don't think I'm going to play it.
This game is in Mexico, in case you guys don't know that. It is in Mexico. If you watch ESPN, you should know that because it's been
Azteca.
They've let people know about it. The Raiders seem to always I don't know what it is. Why do the Raiders always get the Mexico game?
I don't know.
Because of their colors?
I have no idea. I don't know, dude.
Problem with playing in Mexico, though, is hat.
Yeah, we
what
know.
the problem is?
Size.
Size.
The size of the females.
You could get involved with whatever you want to get involved with in Mexico.
True. Absolutely
You got
true.
a bunch of NFL guys over there with all kinds of money at their disposal right now. Last night could have been mad ugly.
Yes. You're damn right.
But most likely mad ugly for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Belichick ain't having
Yeah,
it.
Bill Belichick was standing at the front of the hotel. He probably hired extra security. They got like the CIA, the FBI, everybody in front of the Patriot Hotel. Nothing was allowed to go down.
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, the Raiders are just at the brothel.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
The Raiders are probably at the brothel right now going, damn, we got to play in 4 hours.
Yeah, no doubt. I hear you. Yeah, taking a look at this game, I think the Patriots handle the business. I think Patriots in a money line situation is the way to go here.
Definitely.
Personally. So that's where I'm at.
Patriots money line situation, I definitely like them. I mean, I haven't liked what I've seen out of the Raiders all season. They haven't been the offensive team they were last season. They were a bad defensive team last season. They're a bad defensive team against this season. And in come the squeaky clean, super efficient New England Patriots doing what they do every season. Just win, and win some more. I don't know how you bet against the Patriots other than you think it's a trap spot. If it wasn't in Mexico, you could give me that argument. But in Mexico, I just don't think I believe in any of the discipline that the Raiders would maybe have in place along with the Mexico landscape. So I am going to go Patriots here. I do think you need to get rid of the points just in case, it's a field goal situation or somebody gets hurt with the Patriots. But I like the Patriots to win this game.
All right. My man Jonesy, good morning to you. He's telling me the girl who answers Denver's phone has a Super Bowl ring as well. Right on. They all do over there. All right. Final game on the ticket, Sunday Night Football, NFC East Showdown. No Zeke Elliott. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 8-1 Eagles versus the 5-4 Cowboys. Philly -6. Under over 48.5. Carson Wentz lighting it up this year. LeGarrette Blount has been great. You bring in Ajayi now. Zach Ertz has been good. Philadelphia Eagles, force to be reckoned with here, but you got a home team underdog on primetime. Dream, your Super Bowl champion Cowboys. What are they going to do? Are they going to lay an egg tonight or what?
They are. They're going to get beat tonight. They're getting beat. I got the Cowboys getting beat, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. The Cowboys live off of Ezekiel Elliott. They live off of their run game and their ability to move the ball on the ground. And it sucks that the Cowboys want to play around with this guy's suspension. When you look at the Cowboys, okay, you played the Giants, Cardinals, Rams, Packers. That was your first 6-game schedule. You could have gotten this thing done, possibly came out of it same as you came out of it because you lost to the Broncos, you lost to the Rams, and you lost to the Packers anyway. Yep. So they got to be looking at themselves saying, damn, we could have probably went and we would have the same exact record if we had Zeke, in suspension, those 6, then came back and got the win against the Niners, win against the Redskins, win against the Chiefs, and then you would have beat the Falcons, but you didn't do that. So now, however, I still think the Cowboys can win the next few games, but not win tonight. I don't have the Cowboys beating this Eagles team. I just don't. I don't think you can beat the Eagles. I'm sorry. The Eagles, to me, and especially now with the addition of Jai, and it should come to fruition, I am definitely thinking this game, I see the Eagles being able to run the ball at.
Yeah, I mean, when you take a look at it here, Dallas, as far as rushing yards allowed per game, they do allow over 100 yards a game, 104.7 to be exact. They give up about 23 points per game. Philadelphia has been, I mean, dude, you got that 1-2 tandem. Blunt and Ajayi, you think the best 1-2 tandem in the NFL? Besides Henry and what's his face over there, DeMarco Murray? What do you think?
I don't think it's the best 1-2 tandem, but I think it's formidable. And what it does is it just opens up the ability for for play action and for the Eagles to definitely go down the field. And you're talking about a suspect secondary with the Cowboys, a Sean Lee that's sometimes in, sometimes out. You guys, is Sean Lee a game time decision? Let me look here. Definitely a different defense with Sean Lee in than compared to with him out. Hold on, I'm looking at the injury report right now. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
And Lee is listed as out, so he's out. He's not going to play. So, I got zero confidence in Cowboys today. I'm sorry. It is what it is, and I know you guys. I've already talked about it. I hit DJ 100 grand up already. I told him I don't think, and you guys know I've been on the Cowboy bandwagon because the ability to run the ball is awesome. You can control a lot of things in the NFL with your ability to run the ball. And now, guess what? The Eagles can run the ball.
Yeah, big time.
So that's my issue. The Eagles are basically probably going to give you what you get. And say what you want about Dak. He's a system quarterback. Lives off of the Cowboys' ability to run the ball. Yeah. He's a system quarterback, a lot like Alex Smith. And I don't expect him to have a ton of success trying to put the game on his shoulders and win. Cowboys got a ton of injuries. The Eagles don't really have any injuries. Cowboys are losing this game. But I do think the Cowboys can still, I think they're going to be able to make the playoffs, which they are going to be a very scary team making the playoffs if they're able to, I don't know, some kind of way get themselves more healthy.
Oof, God, I mean, dude, when you look at, the playoff standings right now, kid, they're on the outside looking in.
They are, but I feel like they're going to be okay. They definitely, I think they're going to make a wild card. I do.
Ah, man, I mean, you got the Rams. I'm sorry, you got Carolina and Seattle. That would be the wild card right now, and then you have Detroit, Atlanta. Green Bay is not going to do anything, but then you got Dallas sitting there. So I don't think Dallas is going to win the division. So they would have to be a wild card.
Not winning the division.
They got to be a wild card.
Not winning the division.
They'd have to be a wild card. So, and all the Dallas fans out there, listen. You know what? I would like to see, and I know it opens up your quarterback for more injuries, but I'd like to see more read option out of Zeke. I'm sorry, Dak. Just a little bit more read option. I think he can run the ball pretty well, man. We'll see how it all shakes out. I think Philadelphia has way too many weapons tonight, though. Home team underdog on prime time hits a lot. But, Dream, I can't bet this game. I can't do it.
I got the E. I know. I love that you can't bet because home team. Whatever. I just can't stomach that. The Eagles. The Eagles are dull.
I know. Dude, we're talking about the stats. We're going up and down the roster. The team is incredible. I don't care
about that. The home team stuff. This is the best team. Okay, this is the best guys on the field are the Philadelphia Eagles. They are hands down the best team in football. I mean, look at they bludgeoned people. They've won on the road. They've won in their house. They got the pass game going. They added a giant to this run game. They are the best team. Their defense is playing good. Their offense is incredible. Stop it. The Eagles not only win, they cover their spread. So if you win all day or even if you lose, I'm sorry, I'm going out, putting out in the line. Take the Eagles, and you can take the spread too. All right.
Sounds good, man. Well, you know what? If they were going to cover, it's going to be tonight because, obviously the running game.
The Eagles hate the hate the Cowboys like every other team does.
I know. All right.
They would love nothing more than to go in there and blow the Cowboys out and go, ha ha.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Dream. So that sounds good, man. Well, you know what? Hey, listen, we went up and down the card, went through everything. NFL Sunday, guys, we enjoyed ourselves very much here. Dream, a lot of laughs, a lot of back and forth here. Taking a look at the card, my one super play of the day is the stomach ache of the day, which is the Miami Dolphins to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's where I'm at, and it's unanimous between the two of us, Dream. So you're on the same page.
I'm not calling it a super play, though.
It's my super play. I think my super plays last week were pretty damn good, kid.
That's your super play.
Yeah.
My plays last week were I won last week too. So what you saying?
Yeah, you had this kid. Oh my God, the stomach aches you went through last week with Pittsburgh and what was the other one too? My God, you had. They all won, though. Yep, exactly.
All right.
That's why you money line,
I
baby.
won. It's all about winning. I didn't say my plays were stomachache proof. I said they.
I'm clearly identifying a stomach ache this week, and I may take a shot with the Cleveland Browns. I may do it. 7-point underdogs just went down to 7. Where you at, Dream?
I do want to mention that I do also like the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Seattle Seahawks on Monday night. I think that is I know it's probably a stretch for you guys, but I got the Falcons beating that Seahawks team on Monday night. I think that the Atlanta Falcons are going to make a little bit of a push now towards the end of the season, towards the middle to the end of the season, and try to get their thing together. So I do like them to win that particular game on Monday night. As far as what I'm doing today, it's a money line parlay. It's Detroit. It's the Ravens, who it's killing me to take them, but I'm going to take the Ravens. I know. I don't want to hear it. It's Detroit. It's the Ravens. And then last but not least, it's going to be the Oakland Raiders. That's the Monday night parlay. It's an all-day one. Now, I know if you guys want to get your 1 o'clock money and don't want to do your 4 o'clock money, then it's going to be, if you're going to do it 1 o'clock, Monday night parlay, Detroit, and Kansas City. That would be your 1 o'clock. 4 o'clock you could do, as far as I'm concerned, you could do the Patriots, and I believe you could do the Patriots and the Eagles for sure. If you want to throw in one more 4 o'clock game, you could go Patriots, money line with your Chargers, and money line with the Broncos. You can do that as well. I'm not doing that, but I gave you what I'm doing, and I'm taking the Eagles straight tonight after I went, and then I'm going to Monday night take the Falcons on top of it. Right. That's where I'm at, and that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm putting it down. All
right, man. Great show today, Dream.
Excellent show today. I want to thank everybody that's retweeted the program out there. As soon as I pull you guys up, I know we got DJ 100 Grant is out there. He's talking. Hold on, I'm pulling up the rest of them. Give me 1 second, because we always like to thank everybody that's at least retweeted and got up with this morning and listened to our madness. And we got Terrence back in the house. CK Wins, good to see you out there as well. Jamie Wins, Andy Spell Jr. Papa Bear's in Dallas, Vegas. I know Papa Bear didn't like what I talked about this morning, but I'm sorry. Dallas, to me, bumbled this suspension thing, and that's just bad business. Vegas Girl 92661, Key MVU, Cash Action Bets, Direct Sports Solution, Wayne Yarborough, Shane Whitehead, Fast Eddie 72, Sir Mata as well, and so many more I want to thank. Guys, I don't love a lot of games. I wish there was that one game I think you could put your money on and bet, but you guys may like something, so, do your thing. Obviously, we know as much as anybody else knows. Anybody, okay? Everybody loses, all of them. Everybody out there on Twitter with, I'm dope. I'm one killed it yesterday. Okay, the week before you didn't, whatever. So, do what you want to do. It's your money at the end of the day. So just be comfortable with it. My always standpoint was always, if I'm going to lose, I want to lose off of my plays.
Right on.
Okay? That's where I'm at. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, because you cannot get this time back. And stop with that home team dog nonsense.
The Raging Cajuns last night, Dream. So I'm going to say.
Whatever.
Yes. And you know what? Home team underdogs are going to be live for college basketball coming up, guys. So just keep that.
Matt, please don't.
Yeah, ready. Baby. Dream, I murdered Duke the other night, too?
Oh, I know. I murdered Duke. I know.
This week has been this has been probably the best week ever.
I've already been here. This is when I kill them. I'm like, okay, because the last 2 seasons you haven't been.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, listen, we love you to death. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your NFL Sunday. Go out there and get that money.
Oh, I didn't wait. Hey.
Yes.
I didn't tell them about the dude drop in last.
Oh, tell them next week.
Remind me next week to give y'all the play-by-play at his place that had me at.
Was the food awesome?
Scratching my head.
The food was awesome.
The food was good, but the Jets were on 5 television.
The Jets on 5 TVs. Guys, enjoy your day. Take care.
Peace out.